All right, so what's popping, everybody? I got to redo my intro because now I am streaming on both channels. So if you are over here, stay over here or go over there. It doesn't even matter where you go to support. But we are talking about who owns Baddies. We have already gone through and we have already established that there have been people that have tried to go for the Baddies brand name. And we just got to where Zeus applied for the Baddies brand and it was abandoned. He does not own Zeus. Zeus does not own the Baddies name, okay? At all. But I want y'all to look at how many Baddies brands there are actually out there. And when we get to this right here, only Baddies. I want y'all to remember only Baddies and the name International Content Creators, okay? They own the Only Baddies brand, but nobody, Billionaire Baddies, Baddies Caribbean is what Zeus owns. Blockchain Baddies, that is not a part of this. The Baddies is not a part of this. Baddies West is owned by Zeus, okay? Baddies East, all right? If you notice, they went and did all of the television shows. Where is it? I'm looking for, because they even did Baddies Going right here. Baddies Going Wild, Zeus Network, and so on and so forth, as far as Zeus and the branding of Baddies. But you got Baddies Midwest. You've got Bad Boys. These are all of the ones that are owned by Zeus. So you got Baddies Midwest. You got We Just Had Breakfast. I don't know what that is. That's owned by Zeus. Bad Boys Miami, owned by Zeus. The crazy thing is, though, Zeus, this right here, this logo, to all of my content creators out there, you're getting hit with anything for using that Zeus logo, let me just tell you, it was abandoned. Zeus abandoned that. It's dead. Okay. Then you've got Zeus Auntie's podcast. Okay. Zeus Auntie's podcast right here. You've got Bad Boys Atlanta, Bad Boys West, Bad Boys International. Baddies was abandoned. Again, you with the Auntie's podcast. You got Zeus even owns Baddie Shot O'Clock. Baddie Shot O'Clock belongs to Zeus. Not even Natalie Nunn owns her slogan. Ain't no way you would be coming in and stealing my slogan from me. Because she came up with that Baddie Shot O'Clock, or somebody came up with it, but it sure enough was not Lumel Plummer. But yet here we see Lumel Plummer owns, that's crazy word to me. So all of that stuff that Jocelyn was popping towards Natalie, she don't own nothing. She's not a real. I don't know if she made that up or not, but all I do know is Zeus went and trademarked that. She said Bree came up with it. It was that's Blonde Girl and Krishan and Nola on Bourbon Street when they first said it. Well, Zeus owns it. Zeus owns it. Let's continue. So Zeus owns Crazy in Love. I don't know what Two Ways is, but they own that. Bad Boys South, Bad Boys Las Vegas, Baddies West, Baddies East, Bad Boys North, Bad Boys Los Angeles, One More Chance, Bad Boys Texas, Bad versus Wild. He even owns Bad versus Wild, not Nick Cannon. Baddies Caribbean, Baddies Going Wild, Bad Boys Houston, Bad Boys Chicago. All of these brands, some of these shows we haven't even heard of yet. So this would be, Two Ways is Erica Mena's show. So damn, Erica don't even own baby. So we know we gonna get a Bad Boys Chicago. They got Bad Boys New York, Bad Boys East. These are all of the trademarks that Zeus has in the works right now. So some of these shows have not come out yet. Some of these shows are still pending. But as you can see, it looks like from the onset, after I would say Jocelyn's show, nobody owns anything over there at Zeus. When they come over there with their shows, Zeus goes and trademarks it. Child, I don't see God's plan on here at all. Don't know. You know, I know everybody is trying to wait to see if there's going to be a show on Zeus with Krishan. I don't know what's going on with that. I guess we will have to wait until July, like she said, to see what's going on as far as that show goes. But you know what else I don't see? I don't see Rap Queens on here either. Rap Queens is not on here either. I don't see Smile LA on here. And this was just freshly pulled last night. Yeah. Absolutely, it is looking like Crazy in Love 3. But again, we will have to wait to see what's going to happen in July. But there's no pending, no none of that. So now here we are back. Oh, hold on. Let's go back to where we were. Okay, where's my mouse? Because that only happens when I use the keypad. Okay, so now here we are with the by Trademark Trial Board of Appeals on September 15th of 2023. Application filed an abandonment of his application serial number. This is the abandonment of Zeus Network to Baddies, okay? But you see international content creators was on his because this is dated September 23rd. All right, an international content creator. So let's go over here and let's go back to this Baddies one, right? And see, it doesn't give us a date. But in 2023, this is when the abandonment happened. All right. And we see this here. This is the trademark. This is the Board of Appeals notice of express abandonment. All right. They withdrew their application. Okay. And so here is all of the information. The opposer, which is the plaintiff, international content creators identified above, filed a notice of opposition to the registration sought by applicant defendant, which is Zeus Network. In the above identified application, this notice of institution is forwarded pursuant of the trademark rule, and Constitution serves of the notice of opposition in application. Okay, the applicant must file an answer through ISTIA as required. So they have gone ahead and they have filed all of this, and this is where we get into a conference of discovery disclosure. So we've got the time to answer was here. The deadline for the discovery was August 16th of 2023. Discovery opens August 16th of 2003. The initial disclosure was due in September, but we're going to bring it all the way down to the current because they are still going through it right here. As you can see, the plaintiff's pretrial, plaintiff's 30 days pretrial. This started in July 17th of 2023, and it was all of this stuff was done. They're still in court now, guys. These are all the documents that were filed in. So now let's go on over here, and let's get to some of this juicy henny that you guys came for, because you guys came for that. All right. So here we have the United States District Court, Central District of California. You have international content creators. Now, I know you guys are wondering who is international content creators, right? Well, let me take you back to a previous document and let's work this thing down real quick for you. So when you go over here to this document and you see Only Baddies by international content creators, I want you to remember who that is, because that is affiliated with this gentleman right here, Dosh CEO Mozzie. Mozzie was spoken about yesterday by Wack, and Mozzie is the name that was used when they were speaking on who owns the Baddies brand. Okay, so now let's get into these actual factuals of this case. So it says the plaintiff has been in the online entertainment business for over 3 years. Specifically, International Content Creators offers online services that allows users of interactive websites to create and share media content, including photos, files, videos, and audio visuals content. Plaintiff hosts this content for distribution to its customers. The plaintiff began using the Only Baddies and Only Baddies design trademark at least as early as September 19th of 2020. And that use has been continuous, unbroken, and exclusive from that date on to the present. Now I know y'all are sitting and y'all are saying, but his says Only Baddies, right? We're gonna get into it. Okay, the plaintiff filed a U.S. trademark application for its Only Baddies on October 21st of 2020, which application matured into the U.S. trademark registration on January 25th of 2022. So he filed in October of 2020, and in January of 2022, he actually has the trademark for that. So now we're going to go over here, and we're going to pull that because I have the exhibit, all right? So here is the exhibit A that they're speaking of. And here you see United States of America, United States Patent and Trade Office. This is the certificate that you get when you have trademarked something, okay? So he has the trademark for Only Baddies. Let's go on back over here. Let's go on back over here. Plaintiff filed a U.S. trademark application for its Only Baddies trademark on July 15th, 2022. That trademark application is attached to Exhibit B. So now we're going to go on over here and we're going to pull up Exhibit B for y'all. Okay? And it says that, you know, this is his application for it. Okay? All right. On March 23rd of 2022, plaintiff met with Natalie Nunn and Jacob Payne from defendant's organization with the objective of pitching a new reality show concept titled Only Baddies to Zeus. On or around May 16th of 2021, defendant began using the name trademark Baddies in association with entertainment services, which are similar and related to the services the plaintiff offers in association with the plaintiff's mark. Online subscription services for entertainment, and premiered Baddies ATL, a network television series similar to the entertainment service that the plaintiff offers in association with the plaintiff's mark. Defendants then aired the second season of the show, Baddies South, on June 12, 2022. Now put a pause on that and pin. You can't see what I'm reading? Is that better? Can y'all see it now? Put eyes in the chat if y'all can see. Wait a minute, hold on, y'all. Okay, good. I'm glad. All right, now y'all can see. So I want to put a pin in that because remember what we just read. He said that they went on in around May 16th of 2021, and they went on and aired a show called Baddies ATL. Then they went on in June 12th of 2022 and aired the show Baddies South. Now, when we were going through those trademarks, we didn't see no Baddies ATL, and we sure enough didn't see Baddies South. But we did see Baddies West, Baddies East, Baddies Caribbean, Baddies Gone Wild. But we didn't see Baddies South or ATL. And I'm wondering why that is. Okay, so let's proceed. On or around May 16th of 2021. Okay, we read that. Following the March 23rd, 2021 pitch, plaintiff and defendant entered into settlement talks in mid-December of 2021 to discuss the rights associated with defendants' use of the term baddies with respect to their reality show Baddies ATL. On June 9th of 2022, defendants filed a U.S. trademark application for the name Baddies. In approximately July of 2022, discussions regarding settlement ended, and a copy of that U.S. trademark application is attached. So now let's go to the exhibits. Let's go on and let's pull up Exhibit C, y'all. So here is Exhibit C. All right. And this is the application that was filed for them to be able to use baddies. But if you look right here, if you can see it, it says that the application is dead, refused, dismissed, or invalid. And that is June 9th of 2022 when that actually went into play. Its class status is abandoned, and its owner was going to be Zeus Network. Okay, now this Larry Zener person is their attorney. So you see, a new application was entered on June 13th of 2022, which is crazy because he was already using baddies in the titles of his shows, which makes sense as to why the show never came out as Baddies. If there's truth to what this man is saying, that he sat down and had a meeting with Natalie and Jacob and he pitched a show called Only Baddies, it makes sense as to why they began using baddies in different branding names like Baddies South, Baddies West, Baddies East. Yes, exactly, Fabulous. Exactly. I'm saying it and you typed it. This is exactly why. All right, so now let's get back to the paperwork, y'all. Let's get back to the documents. On November 17th of 2022, defendant filed a U.S. trademark application for Baddies West. Okay? The U.S. trademark application matured into the U.S. trademark registration on November 14th of 2023 after the plaintiff filed its original complaint on November 3rd of 2023. A copy of the U.S. trademark registration is there. So we've already seen that they did file for an application for Baddies West, and Baddies West is indeed owned by Zeus. Okay, so Zeus owns Baddies West. All right. And this man is saying, after all of this, after I've started talks with them for settlements, now they go out and do this type of branding of the name Baddies. All right. So on November 17th, we read that. On June 7th, 2023, the plaintiff filed an opposition before the Trademark Trial and Appeals Board as defendant's U.S. mark application for Baddies against the U.S. trademark application for Baddies. Okay. On September 15th, 2023, defendant filed an abandonment of its application with prejudice. On September 22nd of 2023, the Trademark Trial and Appeal Board sustained the opposition and refused the defendant's application. A copy of that decision is attached here. So now we could go over here and we could pull up Exhibit F. No, we don't. We have D, E. Okay, we already read that one. F is right here. And we went through that briefly, just showing y'all that I do have the actual exhibits to go along with all of this. Okay, the defendant continues to use Baddies, Baddies East, Baddies West marks in many places on defendant's website. Okay, defendants use the words Baddies and name that is nearly identical to the plaintiff's mark below. So he's saying, listen, now if you remember, hold on a second. If y'all remember when that guy was going after Diddy and Carisha, which we need to follow up on that. When the guy was going after Diddy and Carisha for Act Bad, he was saying that it was brand confusion. because they're doing the same exact thing. So like, boom, they're not going after the dude who's using, or the person who's using baddies for like purses, luggage, and things of that nature, because it's not in the same lane. But him using baddies and them using only baddies would cause brand confusion, because people will affiliate the word baddies with Zeus Network. Even though it says only baddies on a whole nother network, we know baddies to be on Zeus. And we don't never really like say, oh, Baddies West. We be like, oh, you saw Baddies tonight? We don't be like, oh, you watched Baddies Caribbean? It's more common for people to say baddies. So he's going after them. For people who may not understand, it's brand confusion. Okay, so now he put all of their shows up. He gave screenshots. He's shown where they are using baddies in their title. Okay, so he goes on to say that since the plaintiff's date of first use, plaintiff has vigorously protected and enforced its only baddies trademark. Plaintiff has spent time, money, and energy in protecting and enforcing its only brand trademark, and in doing so has built extremely valuable goodwill and notoriety in and to its trademark. Now, pause, because I ain't taking nobody's side. Y'all know I'm just here to give y'all the content. I ain't on nobody's side right now. But I've never heard of only baddies. If you've heard of Henny Baddies, if you've heard of only baddies, let us know down in the comments, because I've never heard of that brand. But that's not to say that he ain't put no time, money, and effort into it. And I'm just saying that we don't know of any of that branding. So this right here is going off of the you know how they add sections and acts and all of that into it. So that's what this is. Then he says the plaintiff uses plaintiff's mark, therefore predates and is prior to any use. Plaintiff's use of plaintiff's trademark therefore predates and in prior to any use of the name trademark Baddies, Baddies East, Baddies East, Baddies West, marked by the defendants. So he's saying that because he came up with this in 2020, and they didn't start using it until, what did he say, 2021 or 2022? Because he had it first, he's been using this name first. So I've already put time and effort into building this name up prior to them using it. So therefore, I've put more effort into it. Okay, defendant's conduct constitutes trademark infringement under state and federal laws because consumers are likely to be deceived and confused as to the source of defendant's service, believing those services originate from the plaintiff when indeed they do not, which is what I was just saying. We've never heard of baddies only, sir. We've only heard of baddies. And we associate baddies with Zeus Network, Blue Mel Plumber, and Natalie Nunn. That's a fact. I'm part of the public. Y'all are part of the public. When y'all hear baddies, who do y'all think of? Type it down in the chat and I'll put it up on the screen. Okay, specifically defendants Baddies, Baddies East, and Baddies West marks are nearly identical to plaintiff's only baddies mark. The word only is the descriptive modifier and adds no additional source identifying function. So he's saying, listen, the word baddies being in the title is what they have in common. And he's acknowledging that his brand saying only is the only thing that differentiates them. When I hear baddies, I immediately think of Zeus. Exactly. I don't think Krishan when I think Zeus anymore. I'm just being honest, because Krishan don't want no parts of baddies. I think Zeus. You think Natalie Nunn? Really? Lemmy and Chinny Chin. Why are you like this first thing in the morning? Now, I'm not going to lie to you, Zoe. At first, when I used to hear baddies, I thought of Krishan and then I thought of Zeus. Okay, because Krishan was the show. Krishan was the show. Natalie and her chin. LOL, because that's all. Baddies. Okay, Goddess says, Kershaw, none, and let me pay attention to what Sarah has always said. I will be looking into her statements regarding Natalie and Zeus. There's another girl as well. She was on BGC. The girls you're mentioning were all on Baddies ATL, and there was was there? I know what we gonna do. There was a conversation with them. Well, the only one that knows about, he's the only one that knows about only Baddies. Yo, I need my soundboard connected. Even today, they can't keep her name out their mouth. That's true. None of their Urses are Baddies. Okay. Not Natalie. I never cared for her. Yes, there was. All right. So now, I don't like this. Why am I sitting in this screen? Y'all know I don't like this screen. Let me get my screen how I like it. Boom. All right. More defendants' services are similar and related to the plaintiff's services. Entertainment services in the field of adult reality-based television program. For reference, the services covered by the plaintiff's mark are entertainment services in the nature of creation, development, and production of television programming. Entertainment services, namely an ongoing multimedia program distributing distributed featuring content in the field of reality-based entertainment via various platforms across multiple forms of transmission media. Defendant services are described in defendant's U.S. trademark application Baddies as entertainment services. So he's saying they're using it in the same capacity. Basically, everything that I just said, they're using it in the same capacity as him. So he don't want them using it because it's going to cause brand confusion, right? Let me get over here to this. So these was all the exhibits. Okay. So now, I believe this is Zeus's counterclaim. Yeah, this is Zeus's counterclaim. Okay. Now let's listen. Zeus is basically saying that, answering the questions, defendant lacks sufficient knowledge or information for the form and belief as to the truth of the allegations. And that's basically what their answer was, that they have no knowledge of who this person is. They don't know anything about them. The plaintiff denies the allegations being made. All right. And then it says the defendant admits that it filed a trademark application for the name Baddies on June 9th of 2022 and denies the remaining allegations that are in paragraph 16. The defendant admits that it filed a U.S. trademark application for Baddies West and that the application matured into registration, but denies any remaining allegations. Okay. They even denied him having a conversation. They lack sufficient knowledge. Okay. They admit that it aired a television series, Baddies ATL. They admit to owning the Baddies West. Basically the same thing that we saw in the Wack and Ray J Rico case, where they deny everything. Defendant denies. Okay. Denies. It's all denies. See, denies. Now let's get all the way down here. All right, affirmative defense. So what they're saying is the first defense, the plaintiff's complaint fails to state a claim upon which relief may be granted. The plaintiff is unreasonably delayed in bringing the claims set forth in the complaint despite admitting having knowledge of such facts, and the defendant has been prejudiced by the delay of the part of plaintiffs so as to bar the claims for relief by the plaintiff. So they're saying, look, he don't have no grounds to be filing this, okay? He took too long to file this. Why he wait to file it? He should have been filed. Plaintiff, by their own conduct, has waived one or more of its claims alleged against the defendant. The plaintiff's loss, damage, or injury, if any, was caused by the actions, interactions, or omissions of non-parties. So whatever he's claiming, they ain't got nothing to do with us. Okay, the plaintiff is stopped and barred, is stopped and barred from obtaining the relief requested in the complaint. The complaint and each and every claim contained therein are barred for reasons of acts, omissions, representation, and course of conduct by the plaintiff by which defendant was led to rely to its detriment, thereby barring relief under the doctrine of equitably estoppel. Remember we looked up estoppel before? An estoppel is a principle that prevents someone from contradicting a previous statement or action. Okay, so I just wanted to go back and pull up that definition. Plaintiff's claims are barred by the doctrine of unclean hands, the conduct of the defendant, or any conduct that could be attributed to the defendant has no likelihood of causing confusion to the general public or the consumers whom the plaintiff's products and or services are marked. Now that I call bull S on, because, well, I can say it. I can say shit on here. I call bullshit on that. And the reason I call bullshit on that is because, yes, it does cause brand confusion. Because if this man was to come out and he was to, sorry, y'all, I'm moving around. If this man was to come out and put out his brand of Baddies, right? Only Baddies. Who would you think it came from? You would automatically assume that it came from Zeus. We just established that and previously in our conversation here. So it would cause brand confusion. So I call BS on that one. No, I can't. What? What I do? What I can't do? I'm waiting to hear what you got to say. What I can't do? I'm making my coffee. I had to get up and move around because I got to get my coffee in, guys. I would assume it came from Zeus. Exactly. Wait, what happened? You can say bullshit. What you can't say is the F-bomb and the B word. That you can't say. So I'm going to say shit. Oh, and you can't say MFer. Can't say those words. I looked it up. I know what I can say. So I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. Bullshit, 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 bullshit. Okay, so plaintiff's conduct as it relates to the subject matter of this action was and is equitable as the defendant, as to the defendant, and as such, plaintiffs are barred from any relief relating to the actions of the defendant. So basically, like I said, they denying everything. They saying that he don't have a leg to stand on. Okay, but let's read this right here. I was gonna stop and read all of that. I'm not reading. Now that TV has a baddie show too, but we don't know them people. We don't know them. You know them. I don't be watching that. And see, now that you've said that, I wonder why he ain't going after. Well, I know why he's not going after Now That's TV. Now That's TV has a copywritten. We ain't seeing Now That's TV up in them copyrights now, did we? But he's more than likely going after Natalie and them, but Zeus, because Natalie is over there. Natalie pitched it to Zeus. But I will say this. Let me stand on business and keep it all the way true with y'all. A long time ago, after Natalie was on what was it, Oxygen? She was on the Oxygen Network on Bad Girls Club. A long time ago, Natalie spoke about doing a Bad Girls Club that toured around the country. I have to admit that. She did say that. So the concept of Baddies has always been Natalie's. But the name Baddies is what we're talking about. For those who want to come back later and say, oh, no, because Natalie's idea was for BGC. But you make a very good point. I forgot about South Central Baddies, and Krishan was on South Central Baddies. How could I forget that? But you're right, but he ain't going after them. And like I said, I believe it's because Natalie is not affiliated with them. Hold on one second, guys. I don't know if y'all can still hear me or not, but I had to stop for a second because I had to give credit where credit was due. And I had to speak the truth because it is true that Natalie was trying to do a Bad Girls Club on tour type of thing. Could y'all still hear me? Did y'all hear what I just said? Any glasses if y'all heard me because I'm moving around. Okay, you hear me. Good, because I had to walk away. So now let's get into the facts common to the claim of relief. And let me be very clear. I am not doing this because I side or stand with in any way three-finger duty shooter. I am doing this because what did I come out here for? I had to come back out here for something, guys, and I forgot. Okay, I forgot. I had to do this content because we've all been hearing. Come on, Nigo, before you get locked in the garage. I'm doing this because we've heard for a very long time that Natalie did not own her brand, that she didn't own Baddies. So that's why I'm doing this. I'm not doing this because I give a darn about what he had to say. I'm not on Mozzie's side. I'm not on Lemmy's side. I'm on the side of us who wanted to know because we know the y'all want the soundboard. I gotta go. Yes, I'm making my coffee now. Yes. There's a reason why Nat fights so hard not to be replaced. Yeah, because let me put that comment up on the screen right there. We are so far off of the paperwork, guys, but it's okay. It's okay because we doing this first thing in the morning. So for those of y'all who may be riding into work or y'all just back to work after the long holiday and you sitting at your desk pushing papers around, pretending to be busy, and you really don't want to be there because you really don't care because you've been on vacation for about 2 weeks, we having morning chit chat right now. Okay, that's what we do. All right, we getting ready to go outside, so y'all will more than likely get the soundboard. Just give me a second. I gotta set it up. But y'all know me. Y'all asking, y'all shall receive. Okay. Hold on one second. We finna set it up. I gotta change microphones and everything. But anyway, so that's why I'm doing this because I wanted to know who actually owns the Baddies name. And Natalie needs to do smarter business. But anyway, we're going to carry on and continue on. And I'm going to keep reading this. So now on November 3rd of 2023, which was just last year. Oh, it's not that cold out here. It's only cold in the house. Child, it's nice outside. Sorry, I promise I'm not rubbing it in, y'all. I'm just saying it's nice outside. I thought it was going to be freezing cold. See, I was willing to come out here and freeze in the cold for y'all because y'all wanted this doggone soundboard. I'm just a steadily talking, and y'all don't hear nothing that I'm saying. Y'all hear the soundboard? Because y'all wanted the soundboard, so now y'all got the soundboard. But I was in here running my doggone mouth, and y'all did not hear anything at all. All right, let's continue, guys. Let's continue. Yeah, she said yes, soundboard. I know y'all been missing it. All right. So it says on November 3rd, 2023, ICC, which is International Content Creators, sued Zeus for inter alia. Now, y'all want to know what inter alia means? We're going to go find out what inter alia means. They be using these words. Inter alia is just another way of saying and other things, okay? Federal and state claims of trademark infringement. The gravamen of ICC's lawsuit is that it is the owner of the registered trademark for the mark only Baddies. Okay. This trademark registered by ICC is not for use as a television series. Now let's go back and let's look now. He ain't lying. It says only Baddies, telecommunications consulting services providing access to. So it does not say. They are not lying. It does not say that it is for television. The plot thickens, doesn't it? All right. It says ICC alleges that Zeus used the term Baddies combined with other terms such as Baddies ATL, Baddies South in connection with the number of television series aired by Zeus. Somehow is confusingly similar to ICC's registered trademark, despite the fact that the mark is not similar and are not used for the same goods or services. ICC also alleges that on July 15th of 2022, they filed an application for trademark registration of only Baddies, okay? After Zeus aired series of its television series, Baddies ATL and Baddies South. So here's the thing. Basically, Zeus is saying, well, we used it first. And he went and filed his trademark after we began using it. Let me see what you said, because Kristen, you just said something very, very true. Natalie definitely screwed herself. She can never leave the Zeus network and walk away with anything Baddies unless she has a percentage of her company. But she doesn't own the rights to her show. So if she leaves Baddies, if she leaves Zeus networks, she's going to leave Baddies behind, and she will have to do something else. Okay. Let's continue. Okay. In this July 15, 2022 application, ICC alleges that it was using the only Baddies mark in interstate commerce in connection with ongoing reality-based television programs since September 19th of 2020. However, there is no only Baddies television series existing as of September 19th of 2020. And as of this date, there is still no only Baddies television series produced by ICC. ICC claims to be using the only Baddies mark in connection with the television series from September 19th of 2020 appears to be a fraudulent statement and would be grounds to have the trademark application canceled should it ripen into a registered trademark. It looked like Lemmy got him a lawyer that likes to throw shade. However, it does not appear. Okay. However, it does not appear that ICC's July 15, 2022 application will ripen into registration. In response to ICC's July 15, 2022 trademark application, the United States Trademark Office on May 8th of 2023 sent ICC a non-final office action refusing registration of Only Baddies application, not because of Zeus, but because a company called Baddie Inc. had registered the mark Baddie in Class 42 in 2018, and the U.S. Okay, that's the Trademark Office, the U.S. Patent and Trade Office, the USPTO. Examining attorney determined that ICC's Only Baddies application was confusingly similar to the Baddie application. So, boom, what they are trying to say is that neither Zeus nor Mozzie owns Baddies. And that somebody else owns Baddies Inc. Whoever you are that owns the Baddies brand, you need to go and get your money, because there ain't no way these people would be out here using my name, my brand, my content, and making money off of it.
I don't think so.
ICC further argues that Only Baddies and Baddies are different because any variation, even to the difference in plurality of baddies, is enough to differentiate the mark. Additionally, because consumers are generally more inclined to focus on only the first word, Only Baddies, is further virtually distinguishable by its first words only. A true and correct copy of ICC's response to the Trademark Office action is attached in Exhibit 1. So they do have their exhibits, but hold on, we'll get to their exhibits, okay? ICC has taken a position before the Trademark Office that the marks Only Baddies and Baddies are not confusingly similar. According to the position that it has taken in this lawsuit, the Zeus use of Baddies ATL, Baddies South, is confusing similarly to Only Baddies is unintended. Accordingly, Zeus seeks a declaratory judgment from this court determining that Zeus has not infringed any trademark.
I know you fucking lying, bitch.
First of all, let's just say this. So basically what they saying is Mozzie could not do his Only Baddies because somebody else owns the Baddies Inc. name, right? Right. And Mozzie's defense to that was because he's saying Only Baddies, people will focus on the first word and not the name Baddies. That's a lie. But anyway, that's what he said. And because he says Only Baddies and not Baddies or Baddies Inc., it is not similar to the mark. Yet here he is going after Lemmy, saying that because Lemmy is using Baddies South, Baddies East, Baddies West, Baddies Caribbean, Baddies this, Baddies that, Baddies England, Baddies London, Baddies France, Baddies Underpants, okay? Because he's saying all of that it's going to be brand confusion. But how are you sitting here coming after somebody and using the opposite of what your defense was when they were saying that you couldn't use Only Baddies? And you was fighting to get Only Baddies. Child, we could make this up, but why? Why? Okay, so this is, oh, wait a minute. Okay, so these are the witnesses, okay? If you look right here, it says that they are actually having their final pre-trial today, right now, as we speak. They are probably getting ready for court because 11, what is it? 8, 9, 10, 11. It's 8 o'clock. Is it 8 o'clock on the West Coast? Yeah, because noon is 9 o'clock. So it's 8 o'clock on the West Coast. So everybody is getting up and getting ready for this pretrial, and their trial date is January 21st. So this is still ongoing right now. Let me tell you something. The dumbest thing that Wack could have done was come out and say this. Mozzie, you want a phone call with Wack on a camera on No Jumper, talking about an ongoing lawsuit and saying that you own Baddies when you do not. And now there is evidence of you saying a false statement in 4K and in 8K in some places.
Bruh.
And you still want to keep doing business with Wack 100, baby, you better hot foot it up out of there. Anyway, so this is their proposed witness list, but I know that this witness list has updated a couple of times, okay? Because here's another witness. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, no. So let's see who's going to be showing up to court today, shall we? We've got Lumel Plummer. Jason Tolbert. Natalie Nunn is showing up to court today. And by the way, so will her husband have to show up to court. Okay, there's a list of people, but we don't know none of it. We don't know you. We don't know none of y'all. Hold on. Now, I guess these are the people from his side. Okay, he's calling Lumel Plummer, Natalie Nunn, Jason, Jacob Payne will be getting called in as well, as far as they are concerned. All right. They're bringing all of the trademarks and the patents into court, and baby, they gonna duke it out. But now let me tell you, we're not done. We may be done with this portion, and we're gonna let y'all know the update as well. But baby, remember I brought you over here to this IG. I'm not following. Let me go ahead and let me follow. Let me give you a follow real quick so I can keep up with what's going on over here. All right. Is that Birdman signing something? I don't know if he's signing a deal or what, but it's a whole lot of paperwork. Let me big this for y'all. Maybe y'all can see it. Can y'all see that? Let me go. What is? He got a star on the top of his head, child. I know you see it. He's signing something. He says deals like this is why I can't be effed with. Watch the boomerang effect in 2024. And he made this post January 31st of 2024. Okay. And then there he is with the late DJ K Slay. And here he is again with Birdman. October 24th of 2024. Now y'all remember, hold on. Wait a minute. Let me go over here. I got to pull this up because wait a minute, something just literally just clicked in my head. I remembered something. Hold on, y'all. Because if this is a breadcrumb, hold on, guys. I promise it's worth the wait. Hold on. I might have to do a whole lot of scrolling on this page. Let me see something. Make me see. Come on, Pewter. Come on, IG. Because I remember, and some of y'all might be right where I'm at too, but I ain't finna say nothing because I don't want to ruin the surprise. So don't y'all say nothing. If y'all know where I'm going and what I'm doing, don't y'all say nothing Don't ruin it for the people that don't know, because they're going to want the surprise. They're going to be mad at you if you ruin that surprise. Hold on. Yup, there it is. Hold on. Y'all remember this? When was this? That says February 1st of 2024. Y'all remember this? Let me go back over here. Y'all can't. Oh, y'all see it. Okay, I was about to say, y'all can't see that. Oh, I got so many questions. So many questions. So many questions. So many questions. This would be, wait a minute. This was in February 1st of 2021. Hold on. We about to spin. Drop some tornadoes down in the chat, because we about to spin, y'all. We are about to spin. Do you hear me? We about to spin. So this was January 31st of 2024. And this was February 1st of 2024. Hold on. Let me cook. Hold on. And then this is October 24th of 2024. Right here. This right here. This right here. That was in October. And this was later that month in January. I wonder, was he trying to work some type of deal out with Lemmy? And Lemmy wasn't trying to bite? And Lemmy didn't want to hear it? Because Frank Vasquez, the photographer Frank Vasquez, who was always photographing. Oh no, I think Frank Vasquez is who took the pictures. Anyway, let me go back over here to where we was. Let's get back over here to the way we was. All right. So this is his page. Okay. You see him put only baddies up, but that was just 5 days ago. You see Sharp is over there. Let's see what Sharp talks. So Sharp is getting a show over there. Him on the phone with Birdman. October 27th. We just scrolling through and looky here. There goes that infamous picture that we've been hearing about. And that was taken September 26th of 2024. That's Mozzie, y'all. It would be interesting to see Tinkerville. It would be interesting to see Only Baddies casting. Been on here for an hour and a half. I have streamed to both channels. I don't want to do that no more, but because this is dealing in court docs, it really should have been on reviews. But I haven't been over here on Straight Henny Media in a minute. So I had to come give y'all some information. But yes. Oh, yes. Nigerian baddies. Yes. I'm here for it. No wonder why none of the people were from the places each season was in. Happy 11-month anniversary, Wonder Woman. Baddie Winkle. You what? I think they just had to pay a fee. Well, the thing is, the bar was lit. Hit the like button on your way out if y'all hit. And thank you, CJ, for saying that. But anyway, I do have some whack content that I'm going to be doing a little later on because I ain't stopped. There's a play at play. There's some diabolicalness at foot. If you are on Straight Henny Media, I will be posting some Krishanathon. We're back on the Krishanathon. I apologize for the delay. There will be some gaps in the Krishanathon, just so that you know, because some of those videos, Krishan will get your channel in trouble. Okay? So you got to be careful. And you don't want to be over here fighting with YouTube, because I had to fight with them because I'm like, wasn't no boobage showing, no was no cleavage there. You ain't even have a nip slip. So I had to fight with them. And yes, they released it, so we're good. Yes, Krishanathon is back in full swing. I don't know if video 12 was put back up in the playlist, but it's a whole playlist. So if you missed it, don't know about it, these are throwbacks of Krishan. I will be doing the same thing for Carlissa and so on and so forth as I can. Thank y'all so much for tapping and tuning in, no matter which channel you are on. I appreciate you. I know it's early. I know this is not a popular topic at the moment. I really didn't want to give this any clout, but again, like I said, a lot of us who have been watching everything that was playing out, we were curious. We wanted to know. So I went ahead and did this video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I will keep y'all posted as to what is going on. And I will see y'all in the next video. High vibes to your day. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you. High vibes to y'all day. And I'll see y'all. We out.